Hello everyone, the 13 Scale here, also known as Scale, and welcome back to more Shadows over Loathing. We have to figure out how to get this guy out of here, and I have literally no ideas, and I lost my mouth. I lost my mouse for a second. Hey, how's it going? It's a stupid pun, I hate it. Barely hanging in there. No, this one's my favorite. Oh, you feel past your prime? Need someone to bail me out? You got this. Hey, thanks. Hey, thanks. Okay, that was so dumb, but I loved it. This guy cared about these tools. He probably wouldn't have left them on the floor, so I guess finders keepers? Got spray on asbestos. Ew. And a piece of scrap metal. Give your target shielded, which will cause them to ignore the next damage they take. Ooh. Next to the workbench, there's a pile of smaller workbenches. I will take one. I got a tiny workbench. Flemberg must have been working on miniaturized technology before he developed his weird fly obsession. It's a workbench covered in tools. Make some stuff? Oh. Oh my god, I could do things. I don't know, make fancy combat items? Oh. That's a lot. Oh, I can make a hem pack. Simpack, whatever the hell. Alright, I'm just gonna cancel. I don't need anything that bad. I haven't really been using items. The shelf contains a lot of things that you don't know what they are or what they do. Fair enough. A bunch of wielding tools and supplies. Okay. Welding tools, sorry. The crazy controls for this crazy contraption. Mess with them. What? The screen above the levers reads body Flemberg, head Flemberg, lungs Flemberg, hat, fly, pituitary fly. Flip the pituitary lever? Machine rumbles, you look back at the screen. Above them, the levers read, let's flip the hat lever. Machine rumbles, you look back at the screen. And it reads all of those things. Oh, there we go. So his head and his pituitary became flies? He seems to be 100% Flemberg at this point. He's wearing a nice hat. Talk to him. Okay, well, this is just normal me. Like, before I even got here. This is exactly what I do not want. Alright, you told me that. Well, now what? Not just yet. You know what? We're gonna turn this into the fly. There we go. The machine rumbles, you look back at the screen, and it reads as follows. Oh, gross. He's clawing violently at the windows and buzzing angrily. Fortunately, unbreakable glass was the one thing he did think through. No, alright, well, let's put that back. Flip the head? What happens if I change his lungs to fly? Can he breathe now? He's scowling at you from inside the machine. Flemberg flaps his mouth a few times, but doesn't seem to be able to speak. The way he's breathing seems pretty uncomfortable now. No. We'll put that back. What if we made his body out of a fly? Okay, well, he seems happy. Flemberg is actually now a giant fly with a human head. Oh god, one sec, I'll try again. No, wait. This one's pretty good, actually. What? I can fly. I have the proportions and strength of a fly scaled up to human size. What's not to love? I guess I'll just open the door. Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, if this is what the guy wants to live his life as. Let Flemberg out of the booth. Heck yeah. I can't wait to get all kinds of giant fly stuff. But before you go, I need to get a chest hair off you. Do I still have those? Oh, okay, well, sure, whatever. Thanks, it's for... I probably don't want to know. I'm out, see ya. Okay, bye. Well, I feel horrible for whatever girlfriend that man's about to have. Okay. Fly away from here? Far, far away. Yeah, get me the heck out of Dodge. I want out of here. Moss Rock Grotto? And then Barbara Yaga and Treehouse, and then back to the kids. Oh, and we still have to hit the fish and chips. Right. A spot of color in this drab swamp catches your eye. You find a pile of withered orange husks on the ground in a shallow cave. That must be the lair of the chupacabra. Fortunately, it isn't home right now. Or maybe since you aren't an orange, it wouldn't be dangerous to you anyway. That's almost certainly isn't true. Set your trap. You set your trap and hide behind a nearby bush and wait for your prey. After a while, you start to get very bored. Remember, the people who hunt with traps don't typically sit and wait for their prey to show up. Instead, they leave and come back later. It's kind of the whole point of a trap. So leave and come back later, I guess. Onwards to Moss Rock Grotto, and maybe it'll trigger the trap when I'm done. Oh, okay. Hey, my dude. Well, if this isn't the moss man the kid was talking about, you've got a real unusual coincidence around here. He doesn't exactly look fearsome, but if you're looking for a fight, it might be best to take advantage of surprise. Talk to him? Excuse me, are you the moss man? Yeah, that's me. Clyde Mossman. Pleased to meet you. Hi, I'm Viola Hernandez. Welcome to my humble abode. I get many visitors, well, except some weird kids I see peeking around trees sometimes. Are you actually Moss Man? I ain't quite sure I get your meaning. It's my last name, like I said. Yeah, but are you a human person or some sort of moss swamp creature? I get that this is a strange and possibly really rude question to ask. Well, I weren't always this way, but I'd been living in the swamp a long time. Just kind of dug and got comfortable. The moss sort of grows out of me natural-like now. Instead of hair, I guess it's happened so gradual, I got accustomed to it. It didn't occur to me to question it. Oh, I am so sorry. I did not mean to give you some sort of philosophical crisis. No apology necessary, friend. But it's something I'm going to be chewing on for a while now. Can I have some of your moss? Excuse me? You drop an existential bombshell on me, and now you're asking for parts of my body? I'm not really on top social form today, I guess, but I do need some moss, though. Well, I'll tell you what. Help me solve this puzzle of whether I'm a man or a monster, and I'll give you some moss. Huh, okay. Well, let me have a look. I'm a cryptobotanist, so let's take a look. Well, let me have a look at this moss. Oh, yeah, this is Sagnum delosi. What's that when it's at home? It's some sort of moss version of a fungal parasite. It grows on animals that don't move around much, like sloths, and steals the energy and nutrients that would otherwise be used to make hair, so it's basically harmless. Well, what a relief. If you ever feel a strong urge to get yourself eaten by wolves, though, I do recommend trying to ignore that. Gotcha. So this means I'm a regular human? Well, yeah. I mean, with an asterisk next to regular, maybe, but... Whew. That sure is a relief. Let me give you some moss like I promised. I got a moss man's mustache. Thanks. Say, are you a hobo, by chance? Well, ain't the thing about hobos that they're always on the move? I'm practically the opposite of a hobo. I happen to know a group of hobos that have settled down and built themselves a nice camp. I bet you'd be welcome there if you're interested. Well, now, I do value my solitude, but it certainly couldn't do any harm to visit and see. In fact, I do believe I'm due for a vacation. Mark the location of the hobo camp on Clyde's map, and he heads off out of the swamp with a wave. Bye! So what's up with this cold stone? Oh, it's covered in eastern twinkly moss. Let's go ahead and squeeze it. I got glowing ooze and energizing powder. The rocks in this direction are not mossy enough to investigate. Oh. So, does that mean that this whole thing is just a parasite? All of the items on the table are either made of or covered in moss. So yeah, this means that this whole... Right, hold on. I was playing around with the cameras this week. There, now I don't have to sit up nearly as straight and this doesn't kill my spine. So yeah, does this mean this whole thing is just covered in parasite? That's horrifying as a thought to think of. I guess we go to Barbara Yaga's hut. That's odd. This patch of muddy ground has a lot of tracks that look like human handprints. Oh, that's the other guy we're supposed to be looking for. Well, except for the fact that humans don't normally walk around on their hands. Maybe it was an acrobat convention in the middle of the swamp? Oh, what was that thing that the one kid was talking about? The honey ape. Maybe there's something to this after all. Well, I guess we'll just follow the tracks. Geez, the more you look, the more confusing it gets. Trampled mess of these tracks. It seems like there are different sets of tracks heading in different directions. How many thumbs did he say this thing has now on one hand? 1? How many fingers was it? 4? It looked like a normal hand, I thought. You follow these prints into a clearing in the middle of a small stand of trees. And to your surprise, you find an animal pretty much like the honey ape that this kid described. Like a somewhat larger chimpanzee or a very small gorilla with disproportionately large and human-like hands. It's sitting on the ground, drinking out of a beehive. It doesn't seem to have noticed you yet. Sneak up on it. You successfully creep up on the unsuspecting primate, but you run out of trees and brush to hide in before you get close enough to do anything. Outsmart it. Good thing I have all the skills to do this. You pick up a rock and chuck it into the underbrush on the other side of the clearing. The honey ape stiffens at the noise and starts scanning for predators in that direction. Grab it. I pull off its whole fingernail. Oh. You leap on the small primate and wrestle it to the ground, screeching loudly. I mean, the primate is No, wait, let's be fair. You both are. Once you get it pinned, you grab it by the wrist and yank off one of its long, untrimmed fingernails, which, thinking about it, makes me wince, and I've written some pretty horrible stuff in this game alone. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what movie it is that makes me think of it, because I've been watching a lot of kill counts. From Dead Meat with James A. Janice, and all I can think about is every kill count that I've been watching this week, trying to place which one it is with the fingernails. Anyway, I got a honey ape fingernail. Totally normal sized fingernail. With that horrible deed accomplished, you let the creature loose, and it runs screaming into the swamp. Congratulations on successfully stalking, outsmarting, and assaulting a small wild ape. Thanks. Well, at this rate, I'll be able to go back to those kids and have everything complete. There isn't much of a bird bath as it is a bird dirtier. Well, let's fish in it. Yeah, that's fair. I knew some people that had ones like that. Nice, you caught a greenish-brown... You got a muck eel, which is a fish in a sack, and I gained 2 meat. Let's continue fishing. Got another fish in a sack, a mucky wormfish, and I got 2 meat. What else did I get? Fish in a sack and 3 meat. 4-eyed yuckfin. So you've caught everything that was in here. Well, that's just peachy keen. Anything else around here? You cautiously enter the spooky hut and discover it's actually really nice inside. A young woman with a rather twig-oriented hat greets you. Oh, hello. Please come in. I don't get many visitors apart from the birds. I might be in the wrong place. Are you Barbara Yagra? That's correct. And you are? I'm Viola Hernandez. A pleasure. Come in, come in. Go in. Oh my god, there's so many birds. What's happening? Oh, there's Hobo. Barbara's well-maintained arcane oven. Oh, I see. I thought it was hobo speak. No, it's just arcane. Man. Barbara Yagra smiles at you pleasantly. Talk to her. This is a really nice house. To be honest, I was expecting things to be a lot more, I don't know, witchy.
Oh, you've heard the old stories. Those were about my granny. She really was into croning.
Croning?
You know, being a crone. All of the really old traditional magic stuff. She lived to be nearly 200 years old. When she passed, she left me this house and all of her birds and so on.
Oh, I see.
Is that why you're here, chasing the old legends of Barbara Yagra?
Well, not exactly. I met a kid who's really into these old stories, but he was afraid you might be the child-eating kind of witch, so he sent me instead.
That's adorable. I don't think I've ever eaten a child, but there's no telling what's in Granny's stews.
Oh. I mean, I'm not sure if that was a joke or
Sure.
okay, anyway, I'm supposed to take back a feather to prove that I've met you.
Okay. I can't just give you one, though.
Are you sure?
Yeah, sorry. I have to give you some kind of test first. It's a traditional thing.
Okay, well, what sort of test?
Well, it's a lot of work keeping this room clean with all the birds and all, so I'm getting behind on my chores.
Ugh, chores.
Or you could fight me.
Fight you?
Granny trained all these birds to be killers, but I haven't exactly been out looking for trouble like she used to, so they could use some exercise, you know?
I'm not ready to do fighting, so tell me about the chores.
I need you to muck out the bird bath out front and pick up the ripe cattails out of my cattail patch for me.
Where's the cattail patch? It's only 2 things. Isn't there a third thing?
Of course, but I'll tell you after you finish the first 2, of course.
That concerns me, like, a lot, but I'm gonna go do the chores.
Great! You can tell the ripe cattails by how they look a little different. And I'm sure you saw the bird bath when you came in.
Got it. A bed with a feather pillow. Barbara's vanity. I'm not gonna indulge that. A small bird bath. Ask Barbara about it. Hey, I never saw an indoor bird bath before.
Oh, it was a gift. It's too small for my birds, though. I'll be happy to give it to you along with the feather if you help me out.
Okay. That's weird. Barbara does not appear to have a set out feast for her crows. Well, that's unfortunate. What's with this? This chest does nothing but rooks on the one side and nothing but doves on the other. Weird. You probably shouldn't mess with this trapdoor without Barbara's permission and probably all of her birds' permission too. That's fair. Where the heck is the cat? Oh, there's some hobo code. Translate it. The code reads, ask this girl for a treat. Oh. I need to put on sleeves and stench armor. I need 6 of each. How are your chores going? I lost track. Yeah, okay. Oh, I was gonna ask her for a treat, but okay. What do I have? Alright. Do I not have any sleeves armor at all? Okay, let's look. I have to have something that's sleeves, armor, and stench. Okay. So from the pants, I thought I had ones that did something. Heat drops, work pants. It's physical armor. Ugh. Maybe it was with this. There's stench armor, so that's up. And where's the sleeves? Oh god, I only have 1 for sleeves right there. Do I have anything else that'll give me... Alright, let's go for this one. We'll put on stench armor. Oh god, where am I at with that? I need 1 more on stench and 2 more on sleeves. Can I just drink something that'll give me that? This I think only like affects me in combat. Oh. I don't think any of these gives me anything like that. What about foods? 'Cause what I need is stench and sleaze. Meat drops. Increases your sleaze by 5. Which should be good. I just want to see if there's anything else that'll... Okay. Do I already have a food thing? Will I lose something? Angry. Trying again. Inherent stink, which gives me stench armor by default. But I'm not seeing anything from eating. Oh, right, I still have that swamp geese on me. Oh, God. Alright, so I guess what would be good, let's look at the potions, because there's no point in me taking up any of those other ones if I can't raise my stench, I guess. Oh, here we go. Durian soda, oh god. I don't have anything else that'll... Stench armor by 1. It doesn't... I just want to see if there's anything else that I have. Sleaze armor by 1. Okay, so that would be sleaze armor by 5. That's stench armor by 5. What do I need again? Okay, I need sleaze by 2 and stench by 1. So what could I change? Okay, what was this gonna get me? I'll go ahead and eat this. Ugh. And then drink that. Ugh. There we go, I can muck it out. You slop the filth out of the bird bath and hide it behind a tree so no one can see it. Great. Well, no harm in keeping that on me for now. And then we go back to the tiara. There we go. Where's the cattails? Oh. Nope. Let me out. Let me out. I got a ripe cattail. Yeah, I thought they were gonna look different. This cattail, might it be a ripe one? Yes. Pick that one. Pick it. I think this is safer if I click on them. What's that one? Ooh. Typhla Panthera? Collect its mane. I got powerful grit and impenetrable shellac. Huh. Alright, I think I've done it. Let's go ahead and talk to her real quick.
Hello, how are the chores doing?
I've finished your cattails, so here.
Great, thanks.
So what's the mysterious third task?
Go down to the basement and fetch a sack of birdseed for me.
Basement? How do you have a basement in a swamp?
It's weird, I know. I think Granny's magic keeps it from collapsing. It, also is kind of scary down there. You have a flashlight, right?
Yeah, I have a flashlight. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna go down into the creepy basement next time. So in the meantime, take care, everybody.